Lagos is regarded as the smallest state in the country by landmass, but it's also home to about 23 million people. How challenging is it to manage resources to sustain Lagos' reputation as a city-state with GDP even higher than the GDP of some African countries?
My namesake is tough. It's a lot of work, and I tell you, it's a lot of work. But thankfully, Lagos have also been blessed with leaders that have great vision. You know, from my father, the president, 20 years ago, who had laid some of a very strong foundation that we see today. And I'll give you one of the examples. You know, when he was governor and they were doing the master plan, you know, people always ask, what's the master plan? There is a road that we're doing now. We've completed it. We're going to plead for him to come and help us open it, which is the Okpebi-Mende Link Bridge, right? He had it in his master plan as way back as year 2001 with the same Julius Baja that have come to build it for me now, right? But because of the pressure and the funding that was not available then, so it was just something on the table, you know, and it was, you know, 20 years after or 22 years after this administration, you know, looking at the blueprint and seeing the benefit of that road connection now. Thankfully, we've been able to connect it. What it means is that road from Toyin, you can move all the way to Odoyalaro in 5-7 minutes. You're connecting like 3 local governments together. That's phase 1 of it. If we have funding enough, we want to take it all the way to Third Mainland Bridge. So that Odoyalaro will continue under that people that are doing cane, you know, and take it all the way to Third Mainland Bridge. So that for me is a complete solution, you know, that we're. But to your question, you know, how do we manage a state like this? So from him, we've seen my brother BRF, my brother Ambode, and my humble self. It's been progress and growth. And I'll give you some of the statistics. You know, in 2010, the national budget of this country was 4.6 trillion. Go and check it. National. It was in 2010, it was 4.6 trillion. 15 years after, right, the budget that Lagos State has presented to the House is 4.3 trillion. So you can see the phenomenal growth that Lagos has been able to achieve. Federal government's budget today is over 10 times the budget of Lagos. So whilst we see that as a sub-national, we need to continue to push and see how well we can do all of this very heavy lifting. So we're excited with the amount of pushing we've given ourselves. When I came in, the budget that I made in 2019 was under 1 trillion. It was about 700, 800. But we have to do the hard work. We have to continue to push it, right? And if the House of Assembly are gracious and they pass our budget, we will do the needful. Because every year in the past 6 years, there's no year we do less than 90% of our budget performance. So we're not just running numbers, right? We're actually developing the city and the state. And by the way, there are a few critics that have also come up on our budget. People have abused us, say, Governor, he didn't balance, he didn't do well. Maybe they should come and do some exercise so that we can explain to them how budget is also being put together. But we take criticism very positively. People never believe that we can do it, but we will do it. It's the audacity of the power of possibility that we're bringing about. And the reasons are simple. Our people deserve it. We've seen it. They've demonstrated it. You know, our numbers, year on year, we do 60 to 70% of our IGR to fund our budget. This year has not been the same too. So why should we not work twice as hard for them? Why should we not be committed to ensure that the real dividends of democracy, as laid by our forefathers, we can continue to meet with it? So that for us is the joy. That's the belief. That's what we want to do. But that there are challenges, absolutely there are challenges. Absolutely. There's still a lot of blighted areas that we need to deal with. You know, there's still a few urban slums that we need to do proper gentrification, regeneration in a few places. We need to solve, you know, waste management program. We need to reduce traffic management. There's no doubt about that.
That takes me to